Hello, my name is Ida. In today's video I will be explaining how you can close an ApS or IVS. To close an ApS or IVS, you first need to decide on a strategy. The strategy you choose will mainly depend on the financial situation of the company. Finally, there can be a situation where action to close the company is initiated by the court, and then the decision, of course, is not yours to make anymore. There are 5 important types of closures and proceedings to know: voluntary liquidation, compulsory dissolution, restructuring, bankruptcy, or liquidation using a statement from the shareholders. Voluntary liquidation. For the company to close through voluntary liquidation, the company has to be solvent. Being solvent means that the company has more assets than debts. When closing the company through voluntary liquidation, then the company will announce publicly that it has decided to liquidate. It gives the company creditors 3 months to submit their claims. When the company is liquidated, the shareholders are protected against future claims. A liquidator handles the liquidation process. Often this will be a lawyer. Compulsory dissolution. A compulsory dissolution can be ordered by the court if a company, for example, fails to submit the annual report on time, or if the managing director resigns. Also, if the company has an audit requirement and the auditor resigns without the new auditor being appointed. During a compulsory dissolution, a liquidator is appointed by the court and will review the financial situation of the company. If it turns out that the company is insolvent, the company will be taken under a bankruptcy proceeding. Should the company turn out to be solvent, it will be dissolved instead. Restructuring. If a company is able to restructure its activities and finances to avoid a bankruptcy proceeding, then a company can submit a request to the court to be restructured. In this case, the restructurer will be appointed by the court, which will oversee the process. Bankruptcy. If a company is insolvent, it will always be closed through bankruptcy. On our website, daniaaccounting.com, you will find a special blog about bankruptcy. Liquidation using a statement from the shareholders. In order for the company to close through a liquidation using statement from the shareholders, all debts in the company have to be paid. At the time of closure, the shareholders will sign a statement that all debts have been paid. It also will mean that the shareholders are personally liable later on in case debts were not paid after all, or if new debts would arise later on. So it is not smart just to pretend that everything has been paid in order to close the company. Should something pop up later, you will need to pay yourself. It also goes for potential lawsuits and future obligations that you might try to avoid by making the closure. So think carefully before choosing the method of closure. Remember that you are welcome to schedule an online meeting with us on our website daniaaccounting.com, or you can call us on +45 7027 2713. My name is Ida. We are Dania Accounting. Thank you for watching.